We had a Mercury CAZIMI this morning at 4:20 a.m. Do you know what a CAZIMI is? A CAZIMI is when a planet goes conjunct with the sun. It marks a turning point in the synodic cycle. It's a rebirth moment for the planet. We like to say that the planet is getting burned up. They're in combustion when they're so close to the sun. So it's kind of funny that it happened at 4:20 because Mercury was getting burned down. Just getting sizzled up by the sun. Reborn. I want to talk a little bit about it. I really think that this is great. It really seems like with this upcoming solar eclipse that we're going to have in Virgo, with the lunar eclipse that we had in Pisces, that we're really starting to understand the work that we've been doing here with having the nodes in Virgo and Pisces for the past year. I think that especially with this CAZIMI, it's bringing everything into focus. It's starting to, now correct me if I'm wrong, this is kind of going in line with the readings that I did for the past couple of days, but it seems like where there has been this extreme overwhelm with Pisces, extreme overwhelm in emotion, in seeing and understanding, and not knowing what to do. It's the faith, right? It's this like the weight of the water was so heavy that we might have been in like a depressive state. We might have been in a state of non-moving for what could have been a long time. This could also be wrapping up like the energies of having Saturn in Pisces, which went on for the past like 3 years before it moved into Aries. Saturn is now back in Pisces. We could be revisiting some of those themes of the helpless romantic, of the distance, of the longing, okay? It could be bringing these things up to the surface and asking us to understand it more, all right? Asking us to figure it out. Now, look to the whole sign houses of Virgo and Pisces in your chart. You might get a better understanding about what areas of your life are being affected. Now, this could be happening in many different areas of your life. You could have been feeling so overwhelmed, so heavy that you couldn't move forward. Okay? You couldn't process all of the information. And this just makes sense with what's going on right now. There's an extreme collective awakening happening. It is aligning with the astrology, with the slower moving astrology that we have going on. Okay? That's what the generational planets do. Okay? They really direct the collective conscious movements that are happening. But what's happening right now is that understanding the faith, right? The water, Pisces, the fish, that's the faith, was too much. We saw it all at once. Everything became clear at once, and it was too overwhelming. Well, now with this CAZIMI and with this upcoming solar eclipse in Virgo, it's a seed planting time. It's a new moon solar eclipse. Virgo breaks down the faith. Virgo understands and explains and makes efficient. It explains the unexplainable, or at least it attempts to. Hi. I'm attempting to do that. I might ramble. It's almost like we're finally able to start to at least see how we can start to tackle all of it, how we can start to go back into the world, how we can start to process all of this. It's a little less overwhelming. We at least see the next step with Virgo. Now we can't see the whole path. We're not going to be able to see everything clearly, but we at least are starting to have the faith. Do we need an astrological card for today, spirits? If you guys don't know me, my name is Toad. I'm a Hellenistic astrologer. I'm a channel. I'm a medium. I'm a tarot instructor, a tarot reader, an artist. And I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad realm. Let's get the message. Is there one sign that we need to focus on? Scorpio. We got 20 Scorpio. Another wolf. What's with the wolf symbology lately? That's the third day in a row we've seen a wolf. We also have Saturn. Old Father Time over here. You see his sickle? His scythe? Now, here's a little lesson for you, okay? Saturn was the furthest planet that could be seen with the naked eye. So for a long time, Saturn represented the ending. It was not Pluto that represented death and decay. It was Saturn. All right. Saturn and Scorp. We got the two malefic. Scorpio is ruled by Mars traditionally, not Pluto, okay? It is not a Pluto-ruled sign. It's a Mars-ruled sign. I'm also seeing Virgo. So if you have Saturn in Scorpio, this could be specifically for you. Let me see if I can be a human ephemeris. Saturn in Scorpio. If I'm Saturn in Sag, then it was probably around like 84 to 86 is my guess. If you're born in 84 to 86, 83 to 86 or something like that, this reading could be for you. I want to check that. I'm really curious now. Right. It's pretty much exactly 1983 through almost 1986, like 85, 86 is Saturn and Scorpio generation. So if you were born during those years, maybe this reading is specifically for you, but does not have to be. We could be talking about we could be dealing with kind of Saturnian significations today. Scorpio could be the archetype that we're dealing with. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. You could have something around 20 Scorpio. You don't have to. A lot of us have Pluto in Scorpio. A lot of us are Pluto and Scorpio generation. A lot of us torchbearers are going to be Pluto and Scorpio generation. Not all of us. I'm not saying you have to be Pluto in Scorpio to be a toady and to be a torchbearer. Okay, there's going to be lots of us that are older and lots of us that are younger that are also torchbearers. But I'm just a little bit biased. I'm a little bit into the Pluto and Scorpio generation because we can handle the dark. Pluto and Scorpio generation can handle darkness. We can handle heaviness. We can handle heavy emotion. We can handle depth. Now, Scorpio to me is not the darkest of signs. It's not. Capricorn should be. It's the darkest time of year. It's the coldest time of year. But Scorpio, this is when things start to die and things start to go. What's this wolf doing? Time could be significant with Father Time coming up today. And of course, we're talking about Virgo. Let's find out what this CAZIMI is about for you. Which deck should I use today? Now, it's funny too, because we were just talking about how Saturn has regressed back into Pisces. So Saturn is retrograde. Now, last year, it moved along with Neptune into Aries. And big shift. Saturn takes 2.5 years to go through each sign. And it's retrograde. It's at 29 degrees of Pisces right now. And I think it's adding to the feelings of these eclipses. It could be helping us kind of see a little clearly, actually. It could be adding to the CAZIMI moment, considering that it's in a different sign now than Neptune. So even though they're still within like a degree from each other, Neptune, I believe, is at 0 degrees. It could still be at 1 degree of Aries. So it's within 3 degrees of each other, but they're in different signs. Okay. And in traditional astrology, this is a big deal. The signs do create a barrier and it creates a different energy. It's a different energy. There's no such thing as cusps in traditional astrology. Get that into your mind. Now here, the way that I like to teach, the way that Hellenistic astrology likes to teach, the way that I teach the tarot, we're going to unlearn things. We're going to unlearn things about astrology. We're going to unlearn things about the tarot. And we're going to relearn the helpful ways of looking at them, the helpful ways of using it, utilizing it, putting it into practice, okay? Because there are healthy ways and there are non-healthy ways. But what was I saying? I get really off track. So there's something in my chart that makes me good at channeling, but it also makes me extremely spacey. You guess what it is? Let's get into the cards today. I just saw the Emperor and the Nine of Swords. I shouldn't have looked. We'll see if they come back out. We cut in the deck. Knight of Wands. Catterhood. 10 of Wands. Reversed. Knight of Cups. Action. 6 of Swords. We're moving around today. Taking action. I want to know about what we're realizing with the CAZIMI. Well, let's see. We got a little more. Moving forward on our desires. Knight of Wands. Moving forward towards love and spiritual fulfillment. Knight of Cups. Letting down the burden. We're letting go of the burden. That's what I was talking about with the weight of Pisces. The weight of the water. Think about it. It's like we can swim through water. This is sometimes a Pisces card. We can swim through the water. Okay? But if it all comes down on us all at once, we can float in the water. We can swim in it. But if all the water comes down on us all at once, we're struggling. It's heavy. Can you imagine the weight of the ocean on you? The weight of all the understanding, of all the faith, of all the spirituality, of all the emotion. It's hard. But we need to alchemize that shit. We're burning through it now. We're burning through it. Look at Tatterhood's face. Look at him carry the spoon. I like that it's a spoon. It reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin. Let's find out more. What's this about? We need to drop the weight. We might need to get help. Saturn is the ruler of both Capricorn and Aquarius, traditionally. Is Saturn significant in your chart? Do you have a tight aspect with Saturn? Do you have Saturn in your first house? Are you ruled by Saturn? Do you have Saturn in your big three? Just a Saturn ruled sign? Do you have Capricorn or Aquarius as one of your big three? I just had the 10 of Cups fall out. Is this what we're moving towards? kind of like the Little Mermaid, but it's not. It's like it's an aerobic tail. But she ain't human. Oh my god. I'm just trying to cut this. Hold on. I'll get those cards. What do we got? Okay. We just had the King of Wands come out. Hi, King of Wands. With the Wheel of Fortune. Tables are turning on the King of Wands. And then what are these two? We have the Hermit and we have the Ace of Coins. We have a hermity King of Wands, or someone's offering a hermit a gift or an opportunity. Never hesitate to trade your cow for a handful of magic beans. Oh god, these are nice. Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify the 10 of Wands. Please clarify the 10 of Wands. The High Prizzy. I think that's just exactly what I was saying. It's just clarifying that it's the heavy weight of understanding. It's the heavy weight of knowing. It's holding the secrets to all the universe, which has been weighing you down. Knight of Swords. We got 3 knights, and then we have the 9 of Wands with that. It's like, we're getting to the end. It was like, we're ready to move forward. Someone's just like, it's this burst of energy. We're feeling this creative burst of energy. We're finally feeling ready to move again and to get shit done. We might be feeling a little frustrated, okay? But one thing that I want to remind you is that frustration and anger are actually a higher vibration. It's a higher frequency, a higher emotional vibration than depression. And with this whole Pisces thing, with having Saturn going through Pisces and with this collective awakening, at first it could have just been too much weight, too much seeing, where we felt depressed, where we felt unable to move, unable to take it on, unable to see even clearly what next step to take. Well, now all of a sudden we're like, fuck, I can't escape this. I'm just gonna keep regretting things more and more. If I don't start moving, I have to start getting stuff done. I have to start moving again. The motivation has returned. And now there might be some frustration one on, we could be still running into some roadblocks, or it's not going as fast as we'd like it to, or we're frustrated with all the time that was wasted during the healing years. And one thing that I also want to remind us is that as we're ascending, we go through some serious ascension symptoms. Like, that is real. So the depression, the sickness, the inability to function as well as you used to maybe. This is all part of you getting ready to level up. You breaking old cycles. You ready to start a whole new cycle. All right? We're at the Hermit. We're really at the Hermit. This is great. We want to be at the 9. We want to get to the 10 and turn it over. We want to get our happily ever after. We want to get the thing that we're looking for. We want to lay down the burden. We're trying to get to the Wheel of Fortune. 9 to the 10. That's what's happening. It's happening for the kings. It's happening for my torchbearers. We're rising up. The phoenix. The phoenix. From the fire. It came out first yesterday, too. We had the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands come out. They were the first ones. We have the Knight of Swords. The thing is, we go into the dark with the Hermit. We go alone. We set off into the dark, as in, like, we go within ourselves. We do our soul searching. Sometimes it can be studying, like intense studying. But most of the time it's like us just isolating. This is kind of what's necessary in order for us to see. You don't see very well in this one, but the Wheel of Fortune it's when we go up high enough. We usually see him up on a cliff, right? We go up high enough that we can see the cycles. That we start to see from an objective point of view our habits, our patterns, what holds us back, so that we can break out of it, so that we can alchemize and rise up and get what we want. It's in the pursuit. You have to believe. Climb your beanstalk up to your castle in the sky. I'm liking this reading. Please clarify the 6 of Swords, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Wands, Page of Cups under that, Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, there's so many. We got the Torchbearers. Whoa, we waiting. All right, what else can I get here? We're alchemizing. So this is for the masculines and the feminines. You can consider yourself a queen or a king. Are you a torchbearer? Are you a toady? Also, we are coming into alignment. We're bringing together the material and the spiritual, the masculine and the feminine within us. We also have divine counterparts. Fiery, sexy divine counterparts. Cute. Oh! Ah! Shit. That's too many. Too many. I keep seeing the Fool. I do keep seeing the Fool. I've been really liking the animal cards. Maybe we should get that. Lovers. And 3 of Wands again. And I hold the rungs of the ladder I'm climbing in the dark. This is about growth and expansion, keeping your perspectives open, setting your sights to what you really want. Look at the castle. I don't know this story, I don't think. Her perspectives are going to be high as she gets up there, right? Wide. Higher up we go. I was just saying that about the Hermit. The more perspective we have, then we should know what to do. The Lovers. Please clarify the Lovers. Please clarify the Lovers. The Empress. Someone's in love. Just one more, please. That snake. What about him? Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. Go after what you want, okay? You have the power. Follow the fire. Truth, clarity, information, justice, new beginning in the way of the mind. Ace of Swords. Slice through that Gordian knot, okay? I really like seeing... Let me get one more. The Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups doing? 4 Wands. He's going after it. We're building our life on joy. We're building our life on passion. We're building our life on love. We're building our life on creativity. We're building our life on openness. We're building our life on celebration. Did I already say that? Someone's on love. Have faith. Have faith. Move forward. Their eye on the star. He is the God who devours his children, just the same as insatiable time absorbs the minutes, hours, months, and centuries. This taciturn old man, holding his scythe and the hourglass in his hand, bending under the weight of his years. The eternal utopian dreams of the golden age of the dwellers of the Latram Hill, over whom he formerly ruled. This card represents the grandfather, old age, death, the end or recommencement of all things. This is the card of good counsel and of prudence, which procures moral support rather than pecuniary help in times of difficulty. It represents intellect, economy, real estate, property, and safe investments, which are the foundation and security of family life. Wow. So I think the overall message here is that someone does feel like we're running out of time. I do think that's what this Mercury CAZIMI was about. We're wanting to move forward. We're now starting to see what the next step is, okay? But what is important is that we're not going to see the full picture of how we're going to get from A to Z. You just need to know from how to get to A to B, and then keep taking one step forward, one after the next. That's what it means to follow the star through the moon. We do need to face our fears, okay? But we do that in faith, and you do that knowing that you're going to get there and not turning back. All right? So move forward towards your desires. Time is of the essence, guys. We don't need to rush, but we do need to start taking steps forward. It's time to come down. Time to come down off the hill. The tables have turned.